everyone.
Are we live?
We
It
are
said
live.
we are.
Welcome everyone to
Oh,
our
hi.
welcome to our Big Brother 23 finale recap chat fun fest.
Welcome to my basement that's actually like a mall.
You're not Barbara Streisand. Nice try though. This is our very poorly lit living room, or not living room, dining room. It's been a long day.
We even got a little skelly.
Bully, what's the matter?
Were you just dreaming?
Oh, baby boy.
He said, I was dreaming that I won Big Brother.
Yeah. Well, I want to welcome everyone.
Yes.
I hope you all enjoyed the finale, or if you're on the West Coast, I hope you're going to enjoy the finale.
We're about to spoil it for you.
Yeah, I thought I had a lot of fun moments.
Yes and no.
I mean, it had a lot of predictable moments too, but
it had a lot of moments where I was like, oh, you know?
I'm too hot for this sweater right now.
I have a blanket
it's too
dress
warm
on.
in here.
I have the first blanket dress of the season.
Yeah. I like how the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man is making an appearance.
Said,
well, anyway, before we get started on our recap, we want to thank all of our super chatters in here that have already been supporting us.
Oh.
Yeah, so I just want to preface this too by saying this live stream is probably going to be a mess because we're going to try and keep up with everybody as much as we can, but we're also going to be doing our recap, so it's going to be a little bit all over the place.
Bear with us.
Bear with us. It's going to be a party.
It's going to be fun. We've already been partying.
Okay, so
don't party just yet.
Yes. Steve Dozier, thank you so much.
I wrote that wrong on here.
It's okay. It happens.
I wrote Dovier.
Oh. ARChan1785, thank you so much. And he says, I'm on the West Coast, so I will not have watched the BB broadcast when you go live. Thanks for another great season, Maddie and Janet. I appreciate all the hard work. Thank you. Very, very sweet.
Thank you.
And I hope you are going to enjoy the episode. Jefferson Tucker, thank you so much. He says, for the last time this season, the talent is on set. Last looks. I think I could have used another last look.
Is this live?
You said not to do that. And look who's doing it now. Ready camera 1 and 2. We only got that one camera though.
Webcam.
Cue oh hi in 3, 2, 1. And remember, much love one another. Thank you for the words of wisdom, Julie Jefferson Tucker.
Who is crying?
Bowie, what's the matter?
What's wrong, baby?
He wants to be in the shot. He's such a handsome boy.
Oh my god, that dog.
He's
like a person.
I know. Sheena123, thank you so much. And Sheena says, hey, Maddie and Janet, great job this season. Question, which former Big Brother winner does Xavier remind you of in terms of social game? That's a good question. I would need to, I can't think of anybody off the top of my head. I would need to see like a lineup of all the previous winners. Just so I could think about it a little bit more. But he definitely had more of a laid back style of gameplay. I think by throwing so many competitions, yes, he was helping out his alliance, but he was also allowing his alliance to do a lot of the work. So it wasn't like he was in the driver's seat, I feel like most of the time. I'd have to think about that one. We'll have to come back to that. But thank you so much.
I'm not gonna say that. The guy from the he was on Survivor too. And he was dating a girl who said,
oh, Hayden.
I
could kind of see something along those lines. I mean, they had the same pretty much gameplay with the cookout and
what was it, the 4 horsemen or whatever
they were? Again, the brigade. No, 4 horsemen was earlier.
Right.
The brigade. The same style where they each had their person to help them get further. I could see something like that, but I feel like Hayden was a little bit more in control of things. But
a lot more of the comp beast.
Because Enzo was doing all the
Enzo was doing a lot of meow meow.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's a good question though.
Maybe an Enzo.
Enzo never won.
Oh. But he did. He was part of the winning alliance, kind of. Because didn't they get quite a few to the end?
Yeah. Danielle Ransberg, thank you so much.
Wait, I don't know. I can't see. Even with these glasses, I might have to double up.
Thank you so much for the super chat.
Okay, thank you.
And she says, thank you for great spoilers. As always, boring season due to no crazy gameplay, but so happy for Xavier and Tiffany. They deserve it. Also, Kyland, delusional. Oh my God, we are going to get to Kyland. Yes. But yes, I'm also happy for Xavier and Tiffany. Oh my God, especially Tiffany winning America's Fave. So happy for her. I hope she's getting... I know
you voted for her.
I did vote for her every day.
I didn't vote because she stole all my votes.
That's not true. I voted on my own cell phone, my own cellular mobile phone.
All right. Well, I didn't vote because I didn't care that much.
Oh, wow.
I never vote, though. I never vote.
All right.
So it cancels itself out.
Xanthi73, thank you so much. And Xanthi says,
Is that short for Xansippy?
I don't know. They said, thank you for another great season of spoilers. What did you find most surprising this season? Hope to see your updates for upcoming Celebrity Big Brother. We are planning on covering Celebrity BB. What did you find most surprising?
How delusional Big D was.
I would say, yeah, I would say.
Read the room.
Quite a few people, just how skewed their version of
what they did was. Or the game. Or...
I think that's a good one.
Yeah.
Because we saw a lot of that this season, especially from Big D.
I have to say, I'm shocked that they did not know who he was.
What do you mean?
That he was the son of Joe
Fraser.
Really?
I thought he had already revealed that.
That's what I thought.
But apparently,
how did they not know it?
I don't know. But yeah, that was surprising. I guess I would also say I was really surprised that people didn't figure out the cookout earlier in the game. Nobody said anything. I don't know. I think somebody would have said something.
I think if somebody would have said something, it would have been like,
no, I still think they just didn't figure it out, which was wild.
I think they were very close, though.
Yeah.
Maybe. Oh, you got a little reverse sneeze.
Oh, poor baby. Jessica Noe, thank you so much for the super chat. And she says, I really make the lives, but haven't missed one of your videos the past few years. Thank you for your dedication on spilling all the tea. Yay, Tiffany. Can't wait for Big D and Kyland to get their phones back tonight. Oh my God. I generally don't follow a lot of the house guest posts season, but I am very curious to see
look like a little baby
what that's all about. Oh. I was gonna say like an elf or something. A woodland elf. Okay. Brant Phillips, thank you so much. And Brant says, our dream came true. Tiffany won America's Favorite Player. Whoa. It was very exciting. I was like,
She was just like,
yeah, it was very exciting. Did I? Oh, I messed up.
Oh, wow. You really messed up.
I messed up. Okay, wait. Okay.
Oh my God. There's a red one.
Oh my goodness. Darren, thank you so much for the super chat. You are so generous. We really appreciate it.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Thank you.
Nina Sosa, thank you so much for the super chat. Very, very generous and kind. Oh my goodness, Gelsey Kane.
Oh my God, Gelsey.
Thank you. So generous.
Thank you.
And Gelsey says, thanks for an amazing season, ladies. You guys are my favorite part of BB every season. That's so sweet.
Thank you.
Very, very sweet. Yes, that is the Stay Puffed Marshmallow Man from Ghostbusters.
He's kind of angry in that.
He's menacing, I would say.
Sid.
Yeah. We like to celebrate Halloween early.
Oh, we got a lot of decorations this year.
We got to decorate, yeah. Mary Patricia Dorsey, thank you so much for watching with us this season. You are a wonderful human being.
Yes.
And we are very happy that you're in our little community here.
Yes. I love our community. I think you guys are fabulous.
Brianna Sauter, she says, my mom and I have watched your videos all summer and we love you guys so much. Thanks for the updates for this incredible season. Thank you so much for the super chat and for really watching. Nice. And I love that you watch with your mom. That's so fun. No, just kidding. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Rachel McClung, thank you so much. We really, really appreciate it.
Oh my goodness, my little nose.
Is it Sue Bear? Did I say your name wrong? I'm so sorry if I said your name wrong. But Sue Bear M,
maybe
thank you so much.
Sub-ear.
It could be. And they asked, who's your dream celebrity house guest? I am always wanting to see the Real Housewives.
Oh my God.
But also, of course, Tiffany Pollard. Of course.
I'd love to see a Lance Bass.
Ooh, I would love that too. I feel like the timing is not right for him though. With him having twins on the way.
He just had his baby shower for twins.
Yeah, so I don't know if it's the right time for him.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah. Oh, we got it right. Sue Bear. Very nice. Michelle C, thank you so much. She says, I was sad to see how upset Azza was. I know.
Azza was practically catatonic.
She looked very, very upset and shell-shocked. That was sad.
And I really liked Azza.
Yeah, I love Azza as a person. As a gamer, I don't know if she's really cut out for this type of game, but love her as a person. She's a wonderful person. Yeah.
I feel like.
Michelle says when she sees all the name-calling Big D did towards her, no BFF treats a friend like that. Yeah, he was not a great friend to her.
He really was kind of a jerk.
Yeah. Vajra, thank you so much.
Vajra.
And Vajrat says, Kyland has got to be one of the most polarizing house guests ever to me for my thoughts on him preseason versus how he ended up being on the show. Right? I mean,
us too. I mean, I
was very pro Kyland. Even in the beginning of the
very
season.
Beginning, yeah.
And then, like, I guess it was like the real world when everybody stops
being polite
and starts being real.
Yeah.
Yikes. That was not great. Not great.
No.
Yeah. We got some things to say about Kyland. Charlie Cutler, thank you so much for the super chat. And Charlie says, thank you so much. Been watching since BB20 and watch the spoilers every day. How would you rank? Thank you. How would you rank the Cookout members by delusion level?
Well, obviously, the most delusional is Big D.
Yeah.
Second most delusional, possibly Kyland.
I feel like Kyland and Xavier are kind of high up on that list too, because they don't want to give Tiffany and Hannah the credit that they deserve for what they did for the Cookout. So I would have to rank them pretty high in that too.
I mean, I think Xavier wants to give props.
Not to Tiffany.
Really?
No. You didn't watch him complain about Tiffany for weeks?
No.
Yeah. Anyway.
Well, who's the least delusional? Tiffany?
I guess.
Tiffany and Hannah?
Yeah, I guess.
And then Azza somewhere in the middle?
Sure.
Yeah.
Lisa, thank you so much for the super chat. And Lisa says, my last super chat of the season. Can't wait to watch you both again this winter for Celebrity BB. Love you guys. Thank you so much. You're so sweet. And on that note,
are you sure you got everybody?
I think I got everyone so far. I hope I got everyone so far. I'm doing my best. Sometimes the scroll gets messed up. I think we got everyone so far.
All right.
So now we're going to get into our recap.
Right.
But if there are more super chats, we're going to try and get you guys when we can.
Okay.
But yeah, let's get going on this.
All right. So let's get started. Oh, hi. Hi again.
Yes.
It's the finale.
It is.
The final chat. Last time, Xavier won part 1.
Yes.
And we were all like, oh no, now what's going to happen?
Well, now Azza and Big D are going to be facing off in part 2. But first, I love that the little clip before the episode started was Xavier saying, kiss my ass, Kai. I feel like production, not Kyland fans.
No.
Not Kyland fans at all. Especially when they showed that short clip of Kyland again with the tortillas.
That was absolutely disgusting. I'm sorry.
I think they're done with Kyland's crap. Oh, I think they've had enough.
You know what killed me? I believe it was the second to last episode when Big D was like telling Xavier, all right, I got this. I'm going to win part 2. Yeah. And then we're like a shoe-in for,
Yeah, we saw how that went.
All right. So HOH part 2. Let's get to it. It was called 4 of a Kind.
This one usually has some sort of a mental element with the days and the events, and then a physical component as well.
Right. So it was a giant slot machine. Because, keeping with the Vegas
Beach Club theme. Because those two, of course, go together.
Boutique Hotel. There was giant with faces.
Is this Atlantic City?
No. Atlantic City of my mind.
Okay.
All right. So you had to guess which 4 house guests fit the rubric for the question.
Yeah, there are only 3 questions.
Yeah, I was shocked.
I was not.
There was only 3 questions.
I feel like they have, over the last few seasons, really simplified part 2.
I mean, this competition used to go like hours.
I mean, it depends, but I feel like the puzzles used to be a little more intricate for this, but they've really toned it down a bit.
Toned it down a lot.
Yeah.
So you had to run on top of the wheels to dial up the right combination, and not all of the house guests were on all of the wheels.
Right. So you had to be strategic about who you put on each slot.
Or lucky. So Azza went first. At least that's how they showed it.
Yeah.
And she did not start out doing so great because she didn't see that her house guest face were
you had to line them up with the arrows on the side.
Like a real slot machine. Did you ever play a slot machine? Probably not, right?
I don't think I've ever like gambled for real before.
Don't do it. You'll just lose.
I feel like I'd get really addicted.
And lose. And you just keep... Don't do it.
It would be bad.
So hers weren't lined up with that payout arrow. So it didn't look like she was going to make it. But
yeah, but that was only the first question. It was only the first question.
So then she got it. And then she went pretty quickly after that. She was sliding all over the place. She was running around.
Well, she was good on that wheel setup because she was doing like mountain climbers on it.
Right.
And it worked.
And she studied.
Yeah.
So she knew what the answers should have been. Surprisingly, Big D also knew what the answers were.
He's been studying a lot too, for sure.
But he was not so good on those wheels.
He was talking a lot this week about how the second he walked out there and saw what he was going to be doing, he was like, oh no. He did not feel comfortable moving on that wheel standing up.
No.
And he also... so because he didn't feel comfortable standing up on it, he decided, I'm going to use my knees. I'm going to be crawling on this thing. But then every time he would try to stop it, he felt like he was going to fall over. And it looked like he was.
It looked like he was going to fall on his head.
That was scary.
At one point.
Yeah.
And I don't blame him for that, but maybe he should have gone ass first.
I don't know. But he really tore up his freaking knees on this thing.
They were melting.
He was talking on the feeds a lot about how his knees skin like melted off.
And then they showed like... him and his knees, and he was like, look, no. And that was his skin. This was his skin coming off.
I did feel bad for him about that. I really did.
I did, because that's not fun.
It was
very painful.
And he kept trying to like cover up his knees with his shorts or something, but
maybe he should have worn full pants.
I don't know. I felt bad for him.
They were like chop meat.
So he persevered through that, but it wasn't enough. Azza kind of like crushed him in that competition.
Yeah, by 7 minutes.
Yeah,
I believe his score was like 20 minutes and hers was like 13 minutes.
Something.
So she won.
She had
he
a
was
solid
not counting
win.
on this.
Yeah, so that means that Big D, no more competitions. The only way that he can make it to the final 2 is if somebody else takes him. Backpacks him? Tote bags him? Baby Bjorn's him?
All right, so he's getting a little nervous because he sees through the doors that Azza is cuddling Xavier. That bastard! How could he cuddle her?
No, he was mad at Azza, not Xavier. Yeah, no, he was not going to be mad at Xavier for that. But
not Lucius.
Okay, all Big D had to do this week
was shut the hell up.
Was just keep his mouth shut, sleep, whatever.
Couch it.
He did not do that. It was almost like he was actively trying to ruin his chances of getting taken to the end. The way that he was treating Azza was
despicable.
Messed up.
He said that she owed him a seat next to her.
He said he carried her the whole season and that she owed it to him to bring him to the final 2.
The only thing he carried was his ass to the sofa and then to the kitchen.
The big blue couch? Oh my goodness. Yeah, so he had a lot to say about Oz's game and how she didn't really play it. He keeps claiming that she's his best friend and he's her best friend, whatever, but he's treating her like absolute trash, and she has had enough of that. She's like, you know what? I could potentially be in a position here where I can choose who sits next to me, and I don't want to go to the end with somebody who thinks about me this way.
Also, though, she also did not want Xavier to end up in third place.
Yeah.
Because she thought that he deserved way
more than that.
Yeah.
But the crazy thing here is that Azza could have beaten Big D in the end. She would have had the votes to do it. Azza against Xavier. And Azza knew that. But because Big D was upsetting her so much, she would have been willing to pick Xavier to go to the end with her.
To throw away $600,000 and change.
Yeah. That's wild.
That's a big lack of money for...
She said she's not motivated by money.
I have to respect that.
I respect it, but it's also like, I want to see people play this game who like really want to play this game to win, you know? So that was kind of like a letdown, but I see where she's coming from at the same time.
Yeah. All right. Well,
but I thought the show did a really good job of editing
that down to a tasty bite.
Yes. Okay. Editing the
tasty tidbit.
Big D trying to sabotage his own game. It was a whole mess on the feed.
They could have used hours of that.
Yeah. I've never seen so much mess in the last week of the game on the live feeds. It was wild.
Usually people just lay around and play pool, have some food, play cards.
Usually there's like nothing to show from what was happening in the house in the last week, but they had so much to choose from.
That's funny because the whole season was lack of like back and forth gameplay, and now the final
last few weeks, dang.
Yeah.
Even the week before, man.
Yeah.
Wild.
So now it's time for the jury roundtable, and I cannot get past Brittany screaming.
It was a lot.
God,
it was a lot.
Stop.
So before the final juror or second to last juror came in, they were all like, who do you think it's gonna be? Who do you want it to be? And Tiffany was like, I don't want it to be Kyland.
Right.
I wonder if she changed her mind after she saw the way that Kyland exited. Actually, I don't even know if they saw that or not. I don't know if they showed them that clip.
Yeah.
They might not even know
what
happened.
But Brittany was screaming. Everybody was stunned that Big D was the one that voted out
They
Kyland.
were not expecting that.
And they immediately knew it was because of Xavier.
I like that they called that out right from the get-go. They were like, oh, Xavier told him to do that.
Yes. All right. So let's discuss the final three. Everybody agreed that Xavier, he played a respectable game.
Yes. I mean, it wasn't the most exciting game, but he did make a lot of really great personal connections with everyone.
He won when he had to.
Did he make any big flashy moves?
No.
Not really. I mean, taking out Kyland, sure. But there weren't like a lot of huge moves there.
All right. Well, Ozza's game, basically, sum and substance was she made it to the end somehow.
Not sure if her relationships were for a game reason or she was just doing whatever.
Somehow she made it.
Yeah. And then Big D.
He got backpacked. He didn't win a damn thing.
They didn't have much to say about his gameplay.
No.
Not too much. They did say that he did a good job of keeping the cookout a secret.
He was somewhat entertaining.
Yeah. This roundtable was kind of like really underwhelming until this one part.
Oh, you mean the highlight?
Yes, I do. I thought there was going to be a much bigger reaction.
Should I say the low light?
Yeah, I thought there would be a much bigger reaction to Kyland showing up. I thought maybe Sarah Beth was going to go off on him or something.
No, she hugged him. And
I thought there was going to be more going on there.
She probably hugged him and said, I'm
going to kill you. I don't know. But then Kyland decided to say that, okay, this is the thing. Remember when Kyland was voting to evict Hannah?
Right.
And he was like, oh, well, Big D has done like a lot more than anybody else realizes. Blah, blah, blah.
So he said it was like a tie between voting her out and voting Big D out.
Yes. Oh, this is what it was. Because Kyland was saying, like, oh, I want the winner, since it's going to be the first Black house guest to win a season, I want them to like have played the best game, blah, blah, blah. And then that brings up a whole bunch of issues like, well, why did you target Tiffany first out of the cookout? And why did you vote to evict Hannah over Big D? So he was like, oh yeah, Hannah and Big D's gameplay were like equal. He was saying, oh yeah, you were like interchangeable. And Tiffany and Hannah were like, whoa, 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 whoa.
No.
What?
No.
Yeah, that was insane that he tried to say that.
It's almost disgusting.
It's pretty gross. But anyway, that was the jury roundtable.
All right, so now we're going to get right to part 3.
Okay.
And it's Xavier versus Azah. And the competition is called House Guest Headliners.
I loved the set for this.
We were speculating whether or not they were going to bring out the scales. And you said, no.
No, they haven't done that lately.
Old and tired. We need something new. So they put them in little boxes. And they got to watch videos.
Promotional videos. I gotta say, these videos cracked me up.
Me too.
They were funny.
Me too. So it was like the game 2 Truths and a Lie. So the house guest told 2 truths and 1 lie, and you had to figure out which one was the lie.
About their gameplay. It wasn't about like...
Right.
Yes.
It wasn't like, hey, I'm Joe Frazier's kid.
No, it was like, oh, this person won 2 veto competitions, blah, 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 blah.
It was fun.
Whoever wrote up these like promos and whoever did the photoshopping,
it was great.
A+, hilarious.
Give them a raise.
Yes, I loved it.
All right, so Azah got the first question wrong, and that was her downfall because every other question both of them got right.
Xavier got every single question right,
so he won.
And Azah knew in that moment, oh crap, I'm going, because she knew when she made the final 3 deal with Big D and Xavier that they had a final 2. She knew that going into it, and she accepted it. She was like, I guess I got 3rd place. Like, she was still really bummed about it, but she knew that was coming.
Do you know how much 3rd place was?
I don't remember off the top of my head, but 3rd place does get something.
You think it was like 50?
No, it's not that much.
25?
I honestly don't remember, but it's not.
But do you think it was
20? I don't know. 4th and 5th place also got something too, but again, I don't know. I don't remember.
Because I mean, their stipend is like is almost that much.
If you guys are curious about that, I'm pretty sure Hamster Watch tweeted something about it.
It's like $1,000 a week.
I think it was today, actually. She tweeted something about that. So I don't know.
$1,000 a week. And I'm pretty sure if you get any other prizes, it's deducted from your stipend.
No.
Really?
Then why would it be a prize? You're not getting anything extra.
Well, like, let's say you get the 75.
No, I thought everybody gets the stipend except for 1st and 2nd place.
Maybe that's so before they added the extra stuff.
I don't know.
Because they didn't used to give prizes for that before.
I'm pretty sure that anything above 2nd place gets their stipend still.
No, you get the stipend, but like let's say you won 20,000. You get the stipend and whatever it is to make 20,000.
What?
Never mind.
We're off topic right now.
All right. Well,
this was not in the notes.
Yeah. So, Azah, when she was not picked by Xavier, because
no, even before that, when they were just like still out in the backyard, Xavier and Azah hug, and then Big D goes over to Azah. It looked like she did not want.
She didn't hug him.
No, she did, but it was kind of like a Duggar sideways hug.
Side hug.
Yeah, it was kind of awkward, and I felt like she did not want to like. She didn't want that.
All right.
But anyway,
it's time for the pleadings, and Big D said, "We have a deal, Black Ops."
Yeah, the name that they came up with a few days ago.
Yeah.
For their final 2 alliance. Why did you wait until the last week to come up with that?
Azah knows she's done, so she basically said, thanks, good luck in all your endeavors.
But she did say something that cracked me up. Good luck in all your endeavors. Yeah. But she did say something important here, which I feel like was a dig at Big D, because she said in her speech, like, oh, Xavier, you started the cookout, blah, blah, blah. And that is something that Big D has been trying to take credit for a while now. So I feel like what they kind of settled on before was like, oh, Big D brought people together. Xavier came up with the name for the alliance.
Now, I thought Big D came up with the name, and him and Xavier were saying that they should work together, and Big D said, all right, let's call it the cookout.
I thought Xavier came up with a name, but I'm not 100% sure on that.
Yeah.
And then obviously we know that Tiffany came up with the master plan to actually get them to the final 6 for sure.
That we know.
But yeah, I feel like by saying that, she was trying to be like, yo, Big D, you better not be trying to use that as a campaign point that you created the cookout, because
you did not.
Yeah.
All right. So Xavier ends up keeping Big D, who is screaming into the commercial break that he beat 14 other people.
Oh my God.
No, you got dragged over 14 other people.
Backpacked.
Yes. Xavier took you to the end because you suck and he could beat you. Otherwise, he would have taken Kyland.
Yeah. All right. Well, anyway, it was time for Azza's interview with Julie, and Azza, she just seemed very like shell-shocked. I felt bad for her.
Julie said, lady, you got 7 out of 8.
Julie brought back lady. I love that. We haven't heard it in so long, and I've been waiting for it.
I'm a little perturbed that Julie only has gender names for the women and not the men. I don't hear her screaming, hey man, have a seat.
Excuse me, sir, please have a seat.
Yeah. So Azza would have taken Xavier at the end. She told Julie that because Xavier didn't deserve 3rd place.
And she was willing to lose if it meant that Xavier would not get 3rd place. That's wild. Absolutely wild.
Did Julie say God has a plan, or was that Azza?
Well, Azza was saying like, oh, you know, if God wanted me to win, I would win, blah, blah, blah. And then Julie, of course, was like, God has a plan.
But Julie, this is a game show. This is a game show. Surely God has more important things to do than watch this game show.
Yeah. That was a lot.
God probably hates this game show.
Oh, God says this is trash. Get it out of here.
I don't want to see this anymore.
Oh my goodness.
And Julie also referred to the jury questioning as the jury interrogation.
Yeah.
No one expects the Spanish Inquisition. All right. So everybody wanted Derek F. to be on the jury. They wanted to see him be the final member of the jury. But was he? No.
I feel like they didn't think that Big D deserved to be in the final 2, which I kind of agree with, you know.
All right. So some of the highlights or lowlights.
Yeah, we're not going to go through every single question, but
Kyland asked Xavier what the jury should consider in a winner. And Xavier said, well, somebody maybe who didn't take the game too personally.
Well, he said, like, I played a strong game. I never made it personal with anyone. Yeah, so.
Yeah.
I mean, we all saw what happened when Kyland was evicted. So I think he was like, hello, you were a jerk, and I was not. I got to say, too, this jury was a rowdy crowd.
Between the screaming from Brittany.
Yeah, how much of that was Brittany and how much was everyone else?
And the laughing that every response from Big D.
Especially Hannah. She was cracking up.
Well,
Alyssa, too. They were both cracking up about Big D's answers.
His answers were ridiculous.
Yes,
they
were.
Didn't do squats.
Yeah, he was taking credit for some things that he did not do.
No. So every single question to him was laughter.
I mean, most of the questions to him were like, did you actually do anything this season?
Yeah.
Like game-wise, we know you had fun, like entertaining people, cooking, whatever. But
I did important things.
He said anybody could get it at any time. Strong social game. Yeah, but did you notice how quiet Azza was during all this? I don't know if it was because she was
I felt like she was in shock.
I think part of it was just like
and disappointment.
Yeah,
because he was such a jerk.
Mm-hmm.
So what was Xavier's biggest mistake? Getting too close to my teammates, Christian and Alyssa.
He's so obsessed with them. But I thought that was a good answer. Because I was trying to think, like, what else would he potentially say?
Yeah. And then Derek X asked Derek F, were you here for the fame? No, he's already got it.
No, he doesn't.
He's Joe Frazier.
There's no fame in that. No. But
then why was everybody so like, woo?
I mean, it's still cool. But he's not like famous outside of here that I know of. But yeah, they were asking, were you here for the fame or the game? Because he has said so many times, like, oh my God, I want to like have a career after this. I want to be on more shows, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to have so many opportunities. And it didn't seem like he'd ever watched like a full season of this show. It's not like he's a fan of the show.
Right.
So I thought that was a legitimate question. He said he wanted
to help his mom too.
Yeah.
Which I'm sure he does.
Of course.
But everybody was just laughing and having a great time. And every time he opened his mouth.
His answers were pretty ridiculous.
And Azza said, why do you deserve this more than Xavier?
Oh boy.
It's a big D. He said he never threw a comp.
Okay. Is that supposed to be a
good thing?
But you
never won one either.
I mean, he was saying like, I never gave up, blah, blah, blah.
He said, I put myself before everyone else.
Yeah, I think he mixed that up. Again, like, hasn't it been confirmed that he does have dyslexia?
I guess.
So, but yeah, nothing wrong with that. But just the answers that he was coming up with, and just Tiffany sitting there being like, he's trying to freaking take credit for my moves.
Yeah.
Tiffany in her executive realness look, loved it.
Very cute.
Yes.
Very cute. Love the yellow on her. It's a great color for her. All right, so it's time for the pleadings. Big D, you're up first. I started the cookout and I never gave up.
Okay.
And then Xavier said, yeah, I won when I needed to. I had 3 HOH, 3 vetoes. I was nominated 5 times, but I'm still sitting here.
I mean, I thought he made a great speech, but that was to be expected. We knew that he would have some good arguments for himself. I mean, he is a lawyer after all, so.
But then came the time of the show when Julie had to shut down Sweet Brittany. Brittany, curb your enthusiasm.
Yeah, it was a lot.
I was waiting to hear. Yeah, I was like, Julie, you always choose the best little phrases, don't you? All right, so then it's time to vote. The jury comes up one at a time and they give a little quip and they're like, oh, blah, 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 blah.
Julie almost pooped her pants because she thought that Azza was going to reveal her vote.
Yeah. So after the vote was locked in, they Skyped in the first 5 evicted and house
everybody
guests.
Freaked the freak out.
Especially Brittany.
Yeah.
So we got you Travis, Frenchie, Brent, Whitney, and Christian.
Only a few of them got to speak.
Basically only Christian and Brent, I think.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's about it. Maybe Travis was just like.
Well, he was talked about a few times because, of course, Derek X was like, oh my God, Travis.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Julie was asking Christian, when you went home, you found out about the cookout. What'd you think about it?
He said he thought it was the greatest alliance in Big Brother history.
I mean, he's right, though. Yeah. Look how successful they were.
They made it intact.
Yes. And he's had a lot of really great things to say about the cookout since he was evicted. So he has been a very strong supporter of the alliance.
And Brent said, congratulations to Tiffany on the master plan.
I was surprised about Brent's comments. I didn't know he was going to go to bat so hard for Tiffany, but I was like, yes, okay. Yeah. Love that.
And Tiffany revealed that she almost didn't follow her own plan.
I mean, we saw her going back and forth a bunch for sure.
Yeah. I mean, she kind of knew that she had to do it.
And part of it, like she said, was just because she's such a big gamer that she wanted to make some crazy moves. And I mean, she also knew that by sticking with the cookout, she was pretty much sabotaging her own game because they were not going to keep her deep into the game.
No. She knew the writing was on the wall.
She knew that by helping the cookout secure the final 6, she was hurting her own game.
And Julie said, Derek X, did you know that you were a pawn? You're a pawn star? And he said, no.
He said, I love Travis.
All right. So then Julie started fast and loose, revealing some secrets here.
Okay, this was fun. I like this segment a lot.
All right. So Hannah, she's studying to be a doctor. She's not a fashion designer.
Everybody was really excited about that.
Yeah. Claire is a
artificial intelligence engineer.
And many other things. And everybody was like, oh, okay. And then Brittany, she's a black belt, and
which seriously is super impressive. Like, when I just heard black belt, I was like, whatever. But then I saw like video of her doing her thing, and I was just like, okay, like that's actually really awesome. So good for her.
Right, Sarah Beth, a chemist.
Yep.
And then
they kept some other things a secret again because they wanted the people to reveal it
in person.
Yeah.
So we got Big D, the son of Joe Frazier, to which everybody was like, what?
Yeah. We said earlier, like, I thought he had already told everybody about that. And he has a tattoo of boxing gloves with Frazier underneath it. So I thought that was like a known thing, but apparently he did not tell anybody until tonight. But
he said he didn't want to Frankie Grande it.
I mean, I can't blame him for that because,
that's cheap.
But Xavier seemed really, really excited about it. I guess he's a boxing fan. I don't know, but everyone was like, "What?"
Yeah. And then Xavier said that he was a basketball player in college and a lawyer.
And they were like, "We know."
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of them already figured that out. They knew things were not adding up with Xavier.
But then the real surprise was Brittany.
She had asked for some time to reveal something to everybody.
And she said that when she was 22 months old, she was diagnosed with autism. And did you see the tears in Big D's eyes?
Yes.
He probably thought, wow, I was kind of a jerk.
Well, come here. That was definitely an emotional reveal.
It was.
But I feel like everybody was super supportive of her.
Absolutely.
So that's awesome.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And then Julie called out Kai.
Ooh, okay. So they gave Kyland an opportunity.
They gave him an out to waffle back
about his exit and how he personally attacked Xavier on the way out, bringing up his nephew. And Kyland was like, "Oh yeah, everybody like keeps asking me about that. I wonder why."
And Julie said, "Do you regret it?"
You give some weird ass answer like, "Oh, we just watched it back and like I saw that it was okay what I said, and like if it was taken in a way that they were offended, like I'm sorry, blah blah blah."
So he said, "No, not really." And then they said, "Xavier, what do you think?" And then he kind of backpedaled slightly by saying, "If you were offended, I'm sorry."
Yeah, well, Xavier was like, "I don't even remember."
But I don't think it was bad.
Yeah, he was saying, "I don't remember exactly what you said. I know you mentioned my nephew's name.
And he's not playing the game, so
so I don't know why that was brought into this." But again, Kyland is like, "Oh no, it wasn't. It wasn't.
You'll see when you see it."
We saw it. It was bad. It was really bad. It was one of the worst exits ever. It was bad.
Guess he won't be coming back for All Stars, if there's ever one.
Yeah.
All right. So Julie reveals the votes now that we've got all that out of the way. And Xavier is the winner by a unanimous vote.
Congratulations to Xavier.
And what does Julie do? She gets in his freaking face. She's like, "Get over here."
After all season, Julie's like, socially distanced, please. Air hug, air hug. And then she's like all over everybody tonight.
Yeah.
What?
She says, "Oh, I guess I have to hug everyone."
Yeah, that was one of the big surprises of the night.
Yeah.
That was definitely a big surprise.
Were you surprised by America's favorite house guest for $50,000?
I don't know about surprised, but I was very, very happy.
You were pleased.
I was so happy for Tiffany. The top two were Tiffany and Derek X.
Julie revealed that it was a close vote.
Yes.
Close.
Tiffany with that 50K.
Yeah. Good for her.
So happy for her.
And she said, son, this is all mine.
Yeah, that was hilarious. Tiffany entertaining us up until the last moment.
Yes.
So freaking good. But I do also want to mention again, this is such a huge win for Xavier. He is the first Black house guest to win a regular season of US Big Brother. So congratulations again to him.
And Tiffany got America's favorite house
Congratulations to the cookout for making it to the final 6 all together.
I give it a mwah, 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 mwah.
Yeah.
All right.
So this was a very exciting season to watch for the most part. I mean, there were some parts that were really dragging, but
dragging ass.
They were dragging ass, but it was a great season overall. And I'm really glad that you guys joined us for it. So let's catch up on our super chatters. Who's the last person we have on the list there? Lisa. Okay. So Noni KOK, thank you so much for the super chat. And thank you so much for watching. Xanthi73, thank you again. And Xanthi asks, who is the last BB winner that you were truly cheering for from early on in the season? Seems like a long time since an early season favorite has won. That's a good question. I feel like a lot of times whoever I want to win does not.
I think it's been a while.
I will say, if you watch Big Brother Canada, I was pretty happy for Tishan Ty last season. That was awesome. Very happy for him. Trying to think the last few seasons of the US were like not great. I was very happy when Tamar won.
Yes.
For sure. Very happy for Tamar. I'm trying to think back.
We were not happy when Ross won. No,
Ross didn't win.
That's why. We were
Marissa
not
won.
happy when Marissa won. We wanted Ross to win.
I love Marissa as a person, but I felt like that was Ross's. But trying to think back. 19, no. 18, no. 17, no. 16, no.
It's been a while.
No. It's been a long time. I guess I'd probably be more happy with I was more happy with the Big Brother Canada winners, I think.
Yeah.
But that's a good question. Thank you. And thank you for the super chat. Let's see.
It's like we're never happy after a double.
Yeah, right.
Ever, except for that second to last one.
Michelle C, thank you so much for the super chat. And she says, "Are you happy you got to see why he needed so much Neosporin?" Yes, I was very curious about that because we never saw any like close-ups of the knees. So
this is his skin.
It was so sick.
Oh no, what's this?
But I have a lot of respect for him for persevering through that competition.
It's funny though because at one point when they were on the wheel, it looked like the pictures were padded a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
Like they weren't hard.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the material was on that wheel.
They should have given them knee pads.
Well, I don't think they were expecting them to do that on the knees. You know, I thought they wanted it to be like what Ozza did and like use it as like a
Should he have gotten hurt and then
I don't know.
Then what would they have done?
Tammy Colapano, thank you so much for the super chat. And she says, thank you for being my favorite part of Big Brother. Oh my God. No. Thank you so much. You're so sweet.
Okay.
Yes, Kate Chastain for Celebrity Big Brother.
Yeah.
100%. Astro Joe Garcia, thank you so much for the super chat. And Astro Joe says, longtime viewer with Astrolina by my side for every spoiler for the last 5 years. Thank you.
Oh.
Thanks, Maddie, for your work. We couldn't survive it without you. Thank you. That's very sweet of you. Tay Tay Talks, thank you so much. And they said, thanks so much. And Maddie, I wish you could be on and with me. I feel we would be unstoppable and you and your mom are amazing. Oh, thank you. I feel like I'm past my potential Big Brother house guest years. I've tried out in the past before. Obviously I didn't make it on the show, but I feel like I'm at a different place in my life now. And
I feel like
I don't think they want me anyway.
You might have been close.
What?
Oh,
let's not talk about it.
Oh.
Thank you so much though.
I said might have been.
Okay. Let's see. Oop, just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Christopher Brown, thank you so much. And Christopher says, I'll be real. The last winner I liked was BB13, the Queen, Rachel. Thanks for another amazing season, Maddie and Janet. That's a good answer.
Brendan.
Like yeah. She deserved that win. Gia R, thank you so much. And I love that sticker. Very, very cute.
Oh.
Yes. Brian Demetrio, thank you so much for the super chat. And Brian says Big D is bitch. I want to say New York for CBB season 3, right? We need Tiffany Pollard.
Imagine how crazy it would be. I mean, they're going to have to pull out some stops to go up against the Olympics.
We need some big celebs.
We need
big D-list celebs.
Yeah. You know, in the past, we had said that we would love to see Trisha Paytas. How do you feel about that now?
I don't know. I have not checked in on Trisha in a long time. I know there's been a lot of
I don't know that she's well.
I don't know.
Is there anybody else from YouTube that you would like to see? Or Vine?
Who would I like to see? I don't know. I don't watch that many YouTubers right now.
It seems like all of the YouTubers have...
A lot of them have been canceled, so I don't know.
I just saw some news on David Dobrik today, and I was just like, are you kidding me?
On him. But anyway, before we wrap things up, I want to thank, of course, we want to thank all of you guys for watching with us all season. And
guys, you're freaking great.
Especially you guys who come back year after year. We really do appreciate it.
Without you, we're just talking to a computer.
Yeah.
Or a camera.
Camera. Also, all of our patrons over on Patreon.
Oh my God, you guys are the best.
Yes. Thank you
I don't know how we would do this without you. It wouldn't be possible because I'd probably be like stacking cans in a grocery store somewhere.
Yeah. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
No, I mean if they wanted me, because I probably couldn't get those hours.
All of our super chatters throughout the season. You guys are wonderful, amazing. We really appreciate it. Who else? Oh, yes. I also want to give shout outs to all of our fellow recappers, like I did in today's spoiler, because they make this show
they make it
such a special experience every year.
Yes, exactly. You can watch the show. All right, that's you can watch the show with the live feeds, and that's like, oh. But when you have somebody to talk virtually with about it, that just really does it for me.
Yeah.
It's
a whole nother level. So Jolene Lunzer, Matt and Jess Carter, TV Talks with Tom, Miranda from Honestly Honecker, Sarah from Nerdtainment, Busy Blue, Jess Milagros, Rap, Cliff Hogg. I think it was
Couch
Potato Queens.
Right.
I know I'm missing people from like this afternoon even. But also
the Winner's Circle.
Yeah. I don't know. I've seen a lot of clips from should I be saying this? But I've seen a lot of clips from theirs this season, and like I don't like a lot of the things that they say. But anyway,
that's funny because you've met both of them.
But anyway, also lots of amazing print, or well, not print, but like written recaps,
digital print,
and updates. Hamster Watch, of course, Online Big Brother, BB Updates, and BB Live Updaters on Twitter.
They make a BB recappers world go around.
They really do. So we really, really love.
You guys
all
are
of your
awesome.
Work. Yes.
Thank you for keeping us entertained.
Yeah. So I guess we're gonna like call it a night, but we want to thank you all so much again for watching with us.
But what about the skin?
No. No more knee skin. Aura, thank you so much for the super chat. And they said, as Enzo would say, that's it, yo. Enough already. And one last thing, I just want to say, everybody out there, if you're not already vaccinated, please get vaccinated. It's not just about keeping yourself safe. It's about keeping other people safe. So that's what I gotta say. And also, wear a mask when you're out in public.
It's the least you could do.
Let's save some lives. Yeah. So that's it. Thank you all so much for being here. We will see you for Celebrity Big Brother. And if you don't want to wait for that, We have our vlog channel. We upload every weekday.
Prepare to be bored.
Vlogs. Yeah. Well, we'll have more interesting stuff going on now.
And we have our vegan channel, Vegan as Fork.
Yeah, we're going to be working on that.
A lot
more. And
we do Veganuary. So if you want 30 days of vegan tips, recipes, and shenanigans, come over to Vegan as Fork. You might like vegan food.
You might.
Saving the planet's pretty tasty.
Yeah. And as for this channel, we are planning on bringing back our Thursday night live streams. Not tomorrow because we need a little time off, but I would guess probably next week we'll be bringing it back so we can talk about whatever shows you guys want. Survivor.
If we've recovered from this yet.
Yeah, it'll just be a chatting fun time. So
we'll just shoot the shit.
That's it. That's it, yo. So
enough.
Thank you all so much. We will see you next time. So until then. Much love. Thank you.
Oh, goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye. Goodbye.